All right, so we're officially live. Sorry, I'm kind of like a little trouble with my phone. So I tried going on earlier, but and don't mind the hot mess that I have on my table. But actually, going to be my second or third attempt trying to go live on this channel. The first two times I tried going on live on this channel was probably 2 weeks ago. I was trying to do an unboxing of some resin ink that I had received, and it didn't really quite go well. When I actually noticed when I finished recording everything and I reviewed it, apparently the sound wasn't good at all, so I just ended up putting it in private because it just didn't make any sense to me. I was like, no, I don't want it to have a video out, even if it's art related, and it'd be bad. So, as you guys can see, I've already started Inktober. This illustration I have is not the greatest, and I'm doing it like this on purpose. Totally doing it on purpose like this. But I'm really not that great with inking. I'm actually trying to step out my comfort zone with liquid ink because I'm totally not comfortable with it. So this is why I attempted to do my very first drawing or illustration with uh, alcohol ink and such. If you don't know about Inktober, you can pretty much use any type of ink. You can use from pigment, like the Sakura pens or whatever, the micro pens. You can use any brand of those. Hello, I gotta do an anime and Inktober video too, but hello. Hey Beanie, what's up? So I'm looking forward to seeing your drawing too. So yeah, definitely keep me updated on that. So if you guys, like I said, if you guys don't know, you can pretty much use any ink. You can use any color of ink as well. You can literally use ball point ink, like pens. That's fine too. So it's really, there's no limitations with ink, which that's what I love about it. And you can also do it digitally. I know some people are like, oh, they shouldn't be done like in that way, like with digitally, but it's allowed. It's in the rules as long as it's inked. Because there's a lot of people that do it, though. Yeah. I had some people already ask me like, oh, how do you plan out your drawings, especially for Inktober? I'm like, I just go with the flow, to be honest. And most of the time, I don't even know what I'm doing. So I just kind of go with it and see what comes out. I know that most people follow like a theme. They either go by the Inktober theme or they follow other people's list that they make, or they make their own. I kind of go with whatever. If I actually like a certain topic on a theme, I'll do that. Oh, let's see what you wrote. Can I see it? Rules are meant to be broken. I think rules in art are just a guideline. Yes, exactly. So that's exactly what I was gonna say. Actually, that is my next thing. I feel like rules are meant to be broken in art because that's the only way you're really gonna grow. I mean, look at these artists, like really classical artists such as like Van Gogh and Picasso, and I mean, that's kind of cliche to use the classicals, but if you really think about it, these people probably didn't know a lot that you know how we really think they did. They kind of probably just did their own thing. They just kind of experimented to see what worked and what didn't. They didn't just go by the books because you know back then I don't think there was those type of books that we have now that are like, this is how you have to do it, or like YouTube videos how we have now, you know. So I think just experimenting and breaking the rules, like Beanie said, it's something that helps us grow in a way. Now breaking the rules are fine, and having your own style is fine, but I think if you really get out your comfort zone and try different styles, that's definitely something that will help you along the way, especially if you're very serious about art. I was unfortunately one of those people that for a long time I didn't want to break out of the, the typical manga and comic book style, which I still do because that's really what I'm about. But now that I'm doing a lot more digitally, even though I'm doing this drawing traditionally, because I wanted to do the first one more traditionally, like by hand. I'm doing a lot more digital stuff, so I feel like in a way I'm breaking out of my usual routine, and I'm really learning and experimenting with what I can improve on. And one thing that I wanted to do though, even though I still kind of do the like the comic book manga style, I kind of wanted to do a little what's the right word? Like not surreal. It's kind of like, I guess, realistic in a way, but it's still keeping that cartoonish style. I see a lot of people do it on YouTube, and I think it's so amazing because it's like they kind of find their style, and it's something that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to learn how to do different styles. So in case one day I happen to land an art job or some sort of drawing job or something, I can do more than one style. And I think a lot of artists on YouTube are doing that, and I think is fantastic. Like I really, the art world is amazing. I don't know. Just I know I'm kind of rambling on, but I don't know. It's something that this is kind of something that I wanted to do for a while. Let's see. In that regard, I think it's up to the artist to decide when they want to branch out into a new style. I used to get pressured by artists. Yeah, yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes. You are correct actually. You are completely correct. It's really when you want to do it. That's why I actually want to do it. So that's why I'm like, okay, I feel a lot more comfortable doing this now. So even if I don't know, what the hey I'm doing, but try not to curse. But like I know I'm ready. I know I'm ready to branch out. I'm ready to learn new things. This is why, in a way, I'm actually looking for like art events around my area to see if I can, learn a little bit, a little new, some techniques that I probably didn't learn back in school or relearn new techniques that I already knew, but I forgot. But yeah, thank you, Beanie, for giving some feedback, and I don't know. But for those who watch the replay, I want to say is that it's so weird because I actually have a fitness channel, and I feel so weird when I go live on it. Like I mean, I have to warm up to feel comfortable to talk on camera. I guess it's because I'm on camera. But in this one, I'm more like just drawing. I feel like I can be myself a lot more, and I can just talk a lot more because you guys are not looking at my face. So I don't feel as pressured, but I might talk a lot more. So and I might slur a lot more because when I talk a lot, I slur sometimes. So yeah. You can chill and not have to jump around. You mean like exercise? Yeah, if that's what you mean, Beanie. Definitely, because in my fitness channel, I have to talk about more about like well, not have to, but I choose to talk about more about like nutrition and exercise because that's the niche for it, you know. And it's more about like me trying to lose weight, my weight loss journey, and I'm just trying to really put my personality into it. It's just a little harder to do it on there because you know I do get backlash from certain people who are like, well, you're not being yourself, and I'm like, I just don't understand how I'm not being myself, but okay. I have an hour-long video in works that's lifestyle, not easy to keeping through a flow and keep your outflow going as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think it really depends on me on what I'm doing when it comes to drawing and doing lives. Like something like this, I could easily do probably in lives. Even if I make mistakes, it's all good. But if it's something that I'm really, really concentrated on, if I talk, I probably won't talk about the art piece. I'll just talk about like my day or story time. Oh, actually, if you guys are interested in something like that, like if I'm drawing or doing a live, if you guys want to hear more story time, a little bit about myself or any, I guess, any jokes. I mean, I'm terrible with jokes, but let me know down in the comments if you guys, if that's something you want to hear or see, rather, or if you just rather see tutorials, even though I don't think I'm very good at tutorials. At least I haven't really tried. I think I'm just more about how I talk more about how I feel when I make art, or just what I've been, what I'm going through that day or such and such. But what I'm doing for Inktober is I'm rather than just do like 31 drawings. I know that's the official rule. In the rules, it actually says that you can do 15 drawings, which that's what I'm planning to do. That's what I planned to do last year as well. But I think I only ended up doing like 9 drawings last year, if I'm not mistaken. Probably a little more, but I'm trying to do 15 at least. If I can go for 31, that'd be awesome, but I doubt I'll be able to do it because I am a busy, busy, busy mom. And the only reason why my son is not coming over here to not bother me, but like to be my son, because kids are kids, is because I actually lent him my tablet. Yes, I'm a terrible mom. They're like, why are you lending a tablet to a 2-year-old? Well, he's almost 2, but whatever. Let's see. Is that a watercolor ink card? 15. I'm trying to do daily, but it's already the 3rd day for me. Wow, it's the 3rd day for you? That's crazy. It's only the 2nd day here. I might do another one after this one. I think I might be able to finish this one, and I don't know where that accent came from. I think I'll be able to finish this first drawing today and start a new one. But let me see what. Oh, the ink that I'm using right now, it's actually, well, the color one is actually alcohol ink. I got it from Michael's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or AC Moore. It's just ink that I had laying around because this is the ink that I use also for my resin, even though you're technically not allowed to use resin. I mean, you can, but it won't cure it 100%, but it'll make some cool effects. But I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do for Inktober? I don't have any ink. And then I totally forgot that I totally did have some good ink here. I was like, oh yeah, I did buy this. I forgot. I had bought these months and months in advance, and I totally forgot about them. And then I had these, the color ones, for the resin. But I was like, oh, I can use this for Inktober because I'm not limited to only pens. You can literally use these type of ink. So it's still ink, so it works. Okay, let me see if you wrote anything else. It's 11:57. The second of. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I understand why you saved the 3rd day. It is actually nighttime. I keep forgetting we are like in totally different time zones, and that's the East Coast here, and you're all the way in Australia. So, Beanie. So do you have any kangaroos in your house? I'm just joking. I'm kidding. That's just, me being an East Coast ignorant. I'm just joking. I'm kidding. I know I follow this YouTube couple. I ride kangaroos to work. I thought it was dinosaurs. I thought you rode dinosaurs, not kangaroos. Dude, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Like you can ride a dinosaur to your job. Like, geez. I mean, you just got to be careful if that dinosaur doesn't bite your leg off or something. I mean, if it's T-Rex, then probably eat you, but not unless it's a type of dinosaur that just eats plants. What is it called? I'm terrible with these words. I'm terrible when it comes to dinosaurs. Sorry, you're the expert on that. But how are the kangaroos in Australia? Like, have you actually seen? I imagine you have, but I'm saying like, are they really big? How people say they are, like really tall and aggressive. Well, not I don't know about aggressive, but according to some people that I've heard that they can be aggressive. I think they're probably just aggressive if they feel in danger. I mean, any animal in general will feel like that, even humans, you know? So I'm just curious. Some are big and some are pretty average. What is average? Because I've, like you're talking to a person that never actually seen a kangaroo up in person. I heard that in Australia actually that you literally can ride and like let's suppose like in a not a truck. I don't know what kind of vehicle is it, but I guess I'm assuming it's like a truck, and there'll be kangaroos like in the road, in the middle of the road. Oh, okay. Most are around about the size of a Labrador, and big ones can be. Oh man, that's tall. So they can be up to like 6 feet. Because some guys, men, whatever, they can be pretty tall, like 6 feet tall and stuff. think I don't know who's the tallest person in the world, but I know there's a couple of people there who are pretty tall, and I'm pretty short. I'm only about 5 feet and 2 inches. I don't know how much is that in centimeters, but I'm pretty sure. Let's just say that I'm short as heck. I think I'll be terrified if I see one. I mean, not really. I'll probably just be like, "Oh my god!" I'll just won't get near it because I don't want to fight it. I'll be too scared. Uh, Whoever watches this in the replay, they're gonna be like, "This chick is insane. She's talking about kangaroos. Like she has no life." That's because I don't know really what to talk about. I mean, like I said, when I draw, I'm usually more focused on drawing. But I guess I can talk about the art, the illustration that I'm doing. Their length is, I don't know how much is 88 centimeters. I'm assuming it's like 4 feet or something. The average, like it probably around 4 or 5 feet tall. So yeah, it's probably around human kids height, right? Like the smallest or the average size. I don't know. I'm just assuming here. But going back to my illustration, this is actually one that I've had in mind for a while. It's just for some reason it's not really coming out how I pictured it, but that's nothing new for me. That usually happens. But I gave it a shot anyways because I was just like, man, I don't really know how I'm gonna do this because, like I said earlier, I'm not comfortable with using alcohol ink and well liquid ink in general, and I was just like, oh man, how is this gonna work? Is this gonna turn out good? And at the end I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna give it a shot because I won't know until I try. It might come out better, might come out worse, I don't know, we'll see. So far it's not really coming out how I really want it to, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's okay. I hope it actually looks good when I'm done. And by good, I mean at least decent. So, okay. What do you think I should do next? Like, I'm actually open for options. Like, if you guys have some ideas for me for Inktober, because like I said, I'm more about being flexible and I don't always follow the rules. I just want to kind of just draw and do more art stuff. I don't. specifically like follow the list. I know everyone's doing the poisonous one. Like that's what the theme is right now. Today's the first day is poisonous. So I guess kind of this kind of looks like poisonous. So it kind of goes with it, but it's not what I intended to do. Let's see. Is that the kind of ink that you can watered down and add. Honestly, I don't even know because like I said, I'm not an expert when it comes to ink. I'm literally just, I use this cup and I poured some ink in here. Like I literally just poured it in, and I'm probably wasting a lot of ink. You probably could use water and um like water it down, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to actually look this up to learn more about it. To be honest, there's another media that I want to learn how to use a lot more besides acrylic, because even though I kind of know how to use acrylic, not really. I'm kind of like when I use it, kind of BS it. um, I used I want to learn how to use watercolors like better. I have a cousin that she does she's studying fashion design in back in Dominican Republic, and she's like amazing with watercolor. And like her drawing skills are good, but they're not like, you know how you would think like most of the people are like, oh, they're up there scaled fashion. But I really love and enjoy her style. Like I personally love the way she draws. She has a very unique style, but when it comes to watercolors, like she makes her drawings pop out a lot more, and I really admire that about her. And I always want to like learn how to use watercolors in that level. I just got an idea for a venomous ink one. I should try and draw that now while I'm thinking about. Yeah, why don't you draw out the sketch? Like, start doing that. I mean, you can still stay in the chat if you would like. I mean, you don't have to, but you know, okay, me company. But definitely, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that beanie. You know that I don't know much about dinosaurs, but I really do enjoy looking at your artwork, and your dinosaurs are cool. I don't know. So weird because I've never really was into like seeing other people drawing dinosaurs, but I always thought it was intriguing in a way because it's like you're definitely like you're drawing a reptile, and it's something that I can't do to save my own life. But I'm like, wow, you know, people really take their time to learn this, and it's pretty impressive. I'll leave the chat open, but I'm planning to record it. Hey, it's not like I can hear you recording it or even see you, so it's not like you'll be able to do any mistakes. I mean, you probably don't want to hear my voice if that's the case, because you'll have to like, unless you're doing a voiceover, you know, that's a whole different story. This is technically a voiceover, technically, if you think about it. But yeah, to get down more into the I keep saying I guess it's because it's alive, so I'm still not used to it. There we go. This illustration, when I thought about the idea, I kind of wanted to do like just I wanted to do it all in black, to be honest, at first, but I didn't know how to make it pop out. It's just like I didn't want it to just be all black and it just doesn't stand out. I don't know how to do those type of illustrations, and I've seen a lot of them. Like where people literally just use black and white and just make it look so amazing. I'm just like, I'm so jelly. I'm just the type of person that I have to make lines into my drawings because I don't know how to draw or paint without lines. And there's some people that do it even digitally, and they do it so amazing. It's like I'm like, geez, I'm so jelly. Hey, Beanie, don't forget to like the video. Pressure, pressure. And those who watch later on, guys, if you like the video and if you enjoy it, make sure you like give it a thumbs up, and you know, comment below what you want to see next time, or if you have any good suggestions for me for the next drawing for Inktober. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 15. I could possibly do more. I'm just trying to do the more bigger drawings on YouTube, or at least attempting to do them on YouTube because, you know, I have a lot of problems with my phone and my when I'm drawing. When I'm sorry, when I'm recording or I'm going live. There's always some technical problems. Always, it never fails with me. So that's why. Yay! Thanks for the like, man. Should try doing ink drawings. I'm actually considering it. But I kind of wanted to do it in digitally, even though everyone's probably doing it digitally now that I think about it. Maybe I will do it. I think that will be my next one actually. I'll probably start today right after I'm done with this one. And uh another thing is, if you guys watch the replay, for those who watch the replay, if you are interested, if you've seen my older Inktober drawings from like 2016 and 2017, they're not that big or anything like that. But if you're interested in seeing those, let me know down in the comments. I will definitely share those with you guys. If you don't follow me on Instagram, that is already because the people that follow me on Instagram, and my hands are dirty, already know how those look like because, you know, I update more on Instagram. I'm letting this dry now. I'm gonna do the edges now. This part. I think this is the interesting part about this drawing, that I was like, okay, I think this will make it pop a lot more than my usual. Oh my god, thank you. I just noticed that Beanie, that you shared out my video, or you said something about me on Twitter. I just got the notification. Thank you. You're so kind. Oh, I'm gonna cry now. Getting back to track. I noticed that when you put borders into your drawings, or you just add those extra, I guess, yeah, borders, shade, yeah, yep, shaded out the ink. Oh, you just shaded out the ink. Okay. So when you add extra borders, I keep repeating with my. When you add like something like this, or just add, or even add, do you guys know what I mean, if you don't know, washi tape is kind of like a tape that looks like this, and usually it's typically used for like journaling, but I use it for drawings. And I'm going to show you guys actually a quick example of that. Let me see if I can find my sketchbook real quick. I know I took it out yesterday. I see if I can find it first, because otherwise I won't be able to show you guys, because it wouldn't make sense. Okay, I guess I can't find it. Never mind. I was going to show you guys how I made some drawings. Really? I can't find it. Okay, I guess that's out of the question. But yeah, what I do is I add washi tape around the edges of my sketchbooks and my drawings, and it just brings out the drawing a lot more. It just makes it a lot more interesting to see. And even my husband was like, you know, now that you added that to it, it just makes the drawing pop out a lot more. And it just makes it a lot more interesting to see in general. I'm still looking for it. For some reason, I thought I had taken it out yesterday, but I guess it's not here. I don't know where exactly I put it at. Okay, I guess that's out of the question. Oh well, maybe next time. But yeah, so let's continue this drawing now that it's getting a little dry. We're gonna ink the top parts, and I think once I start inking these areas right here, it's gonna pop out a lot more. It's gonna look a lot more better, in my opinion. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. And let's look for a brush. I have to clean out all my brushes now because I've been using them. And let's see. Okay. Wow, I'm on the 29 mark. That's crazy. I've been on for 29 minutes already. Okay, so where is my... Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's put this right here. And we're just gonna dip in there because, you know, YOLO. That YOLO life. And my son is yawning. Sounds like he's bored. Da, da, da. So, I decided to, like I said, I decided to this area like this because I just feel like it makes it pop out a lot more. It makes it more interesting. It makes it a lot more mysterious. So it kind of makes you think like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, is she like trapped somewhere? Is she trying to reach out for help? Or is it the opposite? Is it someone trying to, you know, reach out for her? I don't know. You decide on that. Or maybe, you know, since I said it might relate to the theme, to the poisonous one, could be that she's reaching out to someone that she thinks that might help her, but in reality they're venomous and their touch is gonna kill her or something. Well, that's kind of dark, but decided to scan my picture before I colored it. Scanning A3 art is really hard to do. Okay, I have a question. What is a A3? Because I see it in my, you know, I'm still learning on the digital part of art. You know, it's good to learn from other fellow artists. And A3, um, yeah, paper. Because I see it in my in Medibang when I'm drawing, but I'm not sure what's the purpose of it. That's the correct word. What's the purpose of it? Could you explain that to me? Is it like from scanning? Is it from like traditional to scanning? Is that it? Is that the type of paper you typically writing book or the size of a folder is? So it'd be like 11 by 8, or is it 10 and a half by 8 or something? Is that the average size? Put two size by side is so A4 is like an average size paper, right? Or a folder or whatever. And then I guess if you open it up, the folder, it'll be considered A3, if I'm reading this correct. That's kind of cool. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, I learn things from other artists, and I think it's amazing because it's not always about me when it comes to anything, actually. Yeah, so I was correct. So 8 by 11. That's usually the average size here, anyways. I don't know about Australia, but um, like average size notebooks and folders, anything like that related, 8 by 11 is usually the typical size. So it's good to know this stuff because when I want to print out my drawings, or if I want to do like merch like I'm doing now, thanks to you, Beanie, because you were able, you know. So actually, guys, if you watch this in a replay, I'm gonna give a shout out to Beanie because of him, I was able to open up a shop online because I by mistake, even though he told me about this website before, I by mistake found his shop, his merch shop, and I saw one the t-shirts that he was selling, and I was like, oh my god, I have to have this. And then I bought one of his t-shirts, which is totally cool, by the way. I was like, this is freaking amazing, so I'm gonna totally buy this. And yeah, so I opened up my own, and I was like, this is cool, I want to try this. Oh yeah, thanks, Beanie. You're awesome. More to come. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, definitely. Same here. Like, I'm trying. I kind of showed my mom and my husband. My mom was like, kind of excited. She was like, "Oh, that's cool." She was like, "When you do a like a specific drawing that I want, like I don't know if she'll ever actually buy it, but she's like, I'll buy you one, blah blah blah. I'll send people to buy it." I'm like, "You do realize these T-shirts are not, um, they're a little pricey on the pricey side, and then the reason why I say that like that is because some people that I know are kind of cheap." But when I explained to my mom the reason why it's like that, and even my husband, because I told him, I was like, it's not like we get a lot of money from it, because we literally don't do anything. We just, well, we do. Like, we put the artwork up, but they do everything. They do the shipping, they do the T-shirts, they do everything. So it's understandable. I'm like, I don't care. As long as people like my artwork and cherish it, I'm good. I'm good. You know? What did you say? Let's see. Your Inktober art will look nice as a print. Yes, thank you. So that was the reason why I wanted to do this very first one, because I literally thought of the T-shirt, and while it didn't come out how I really want it, I think it would look at least decent as a T-shirt or some sort of merch. So yeah, totally not trying to bribe you guys into buying my stuff, but if you do like it, let me know. I'll put it into the, what is it, Redbubble website, so you guys can purchase any merch with it if you like that. Would work on a pillow. Yeah, I think I like that. What is it? The pencil case. It's like a pencil case that I saw. It is so nice. It makes like the artwork look super, super nice. Totally not stealing these ideas from Beanie Draws, but yes. Hashtag not stealing, just borrowing ideas. uh, but yeah. By the way, guys, who here, if you watch this in the replay, is a lefty? Because I know, please let me know. I'm not the only lefty here in the world. Being a lefty is a struggle, man. Like, you get all the ink, everything on your hands. I don't have it that much right now, but usually it's like everything here. That's the curse of being a lefty. Like, it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle. I'm gonna actually use this ballpoint pen if it works. Let me test it out first. Yeah, it is, but it's not perfect, but that's okay. I wanted to use this, or maybe I can use, okay, I'm gonna probably cheat a little bit. I'm gonna use a marker for the green. That's what I want to do. Yeah, I'm cheating a little bit, I know. I mean, technically it's ink, isn't it? Like markers. All right. I mean, I'm not sure, to be honest. Dun, 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 dun. So, like I said earlier, I wanted to make it all black, but yeah, that didn't work out because I guess I just didn't feel confident enough to do it that way, and I didn't think that it would look good. So maybe if I was doing it like digitally, I can work myself around it, because I can use gray tones, like different gray tones, and just make it look like it's black, but in reality it's just all gray in different ways, and it just makes the drawing illustration look a lot nicer. But because I'm very limited right now on, what am I saying? I could have done it with these markers. Because I have markers, and I think about it. Oh well, now I know. Lesson learned. But I think digitally it would look just a lot smoother. You can fix any mistakes that you may have. But you know what? That's all part of being an artist. Learning from your mistakes. Right? No? No? Okay. I'm probably the only one that believing that. But all seriousness, like, guys, if you make a mistake in your drawing, it's all good. No one's gonna notice. I mean, unless like they're professional. I mean, not professional. Like, what is it? They're professionists. I can't even say the word. This is how you know I don't even use that word. But no one usually notices any mistake unless it's like a really one of those mistakes that you refuse to believe. Like, for example, like something's out of portion, which is something that happens to me all the time. Like, not that I don't believe it, but I my body proportions don't come out usually like the best. But a lot of people tell me, oh, that's not portionally correct, and I'm like, well, I'm still a growing and learning artist. It happens. I do study a lot on bodies, and I do have model figures. Woo, so sexy. Whoops, sorry. um but it's all about learning, it's all about growing. I have books, and the thing is, I think that we all become stubborn when we're stuck in a style. And even though we want to improve, we just, our brains is like, no, you're going to stay the same forever. But that's not true. Once you break out of that shell, you will learn, you will grow. It happens. I think even though I don't give myself enough credit sometimes, I feel like as an artist, I have grown a lot, little by little. Um, and by now, I should have been in a higher level when it comes to art because I feel like I know a lot, but not enough to say that I'm professional in that sense. Because even though there are people who, there's a person that hired me, well, you can say hire, like I did commission for this person, and he really liked my artwork, and I appreciate that because I appreciate anyone that likes my artwork, and he I got paid for it, in other words. But sometimes I feel like, am I really that good? Like, is my art really that worth it? Like, is it worth that much? So that's where my insecurity comes in, and I kind of go back into my shell. That if you guys don't know, I'm a very insecure person. But yeah, you will learn a lot more about me as I try growing this channel a lot more. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys because I feel like um if you really want to know an artist, do you really want to know a person, you really have to get to know a lot of sides of them, not just the what you see in social media. Like, a lot of people see in my Instagram, my fitness Instagram one, a lot of people see a side of me that certain people may not understand, because while I'm doing coaching, and you don't have to be certified, you don't have to be thin, you don't have to be fit to be a coach or what I'm doing, I still have problems. I still have my own issues like eating disorder and all that. But that's something I choose to share in that channel or in that page, because I know a lot of people are going through it too, and I feel like if someone else hears my story, they'll feel comfortable enough to come up to me and say, hey, I'm also going through this. Why don't we, do it together? And, so that's one of the reasons. Another thing is that I know a lot of artists in general go through a lot of emotional problems and a lot of insecurities and troubles. So I want to really connect with a lot of people out there. And I know there are a lot of young artists too that, go through these issues, but I also want to connect with my age range, you can say. And I'm not going to say my age. You're going to have to figure it out here on your own. But if you watch if you know me, or if you have me on my fitness Instagram, you would more or less know how old I am. I just really want to connect with those people who are like me, who probably gone through the same struggles. Not saying the younger audience won't. It's kind of hard to explain because I really don't want to offend anyone. But I feel like I would just connect a lot more with, what is the word for that? Millennials? People born in the 90s. That's what it is. Around the 90s kids. That's the correct word. You'll probably figure out how old I am. Yep, I am old as heck. But yeah, I mean, don't mind any viewers who are younger. Anyone's welcome, really. Just be advised that I might curse sometimes. And not really curse, just might not say very appropriate things. So please forgive me. And if any parents are watching this with kids, I'm very sorry. I'm just saying it now. But I'm just being honest. Like, I just want to be myself. I want to feel like I'm not being pressured to just please kids. And I have my own kid. Like, don't get me wrong. I have my own child. But my channel is not gonna be always. It probably will be most of the time, but it won't be always, I guess, kid or family friendly, because I just want to share out some of my real stories, and a lot of it's not kid friendly. I mean, I'm gonna always say it in advance that this video will be blah blah blah, you know. So don't watch it if your parents don't agree with it. So yeah. Anyway, I think I kind of got too deep on that part, but oh, I like the way it's coming out so far. So let me see. Anyone? Okay, Beanie, if you're watching still, what do you think so far? If anyone watches the replay, what do you guys think so far? Do you like it? Does it look weird? I mean, I need to know. I feel like I need to add more purple into it. But so far, I really like the way it's coming out. I might, because I'm in the 47 mark, I might end the video soon. Probably before the 60 mark. Because I don't want to run this video way too long. I'm inking it. I've been trying to get my scanner working properly. Oh, is it not working? Is it like being like, nah, man, you cool. You gotta leave it like that. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but whatever. I think your scanner just doesn't want you to work. That's all. It's like, nope. You're gonna have to do it the hard way, which is traditionally. Or you're probably gonna have to give up at one point trying to scan an A3 artwork. Ah, I understand. Oh, so your drawing is that big? You're gonna have to scan it into 2 pieces, right? If I'm not mistaken. That really sucks. Like, I remember when I was in college that we used to have these really huge scanners. I was gonna say copy machines, but I mean they are copy machines, but they're also nice, slightly bigger than. I understand. Yeah, so we used to do like these huge pieces of artwork, like for example, for like typography. We used to do like everything by hand, like typography, all the graphic design work by hand. And then our professors would be like, oh, well, you're going to have to scan it and print out some copies so we can get the copies and you guys can keep the originals, blah, 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 blah. And it was like a whole bunch of stuff. But the cool thing about these scanner copy machines is that we can resize them, the actual images. So that was cool about it. But I remember it was such a hassle when I used to do the really big pieces. Because our professors are like, the bigger the better. It's okay if you have to scan it by pieces. But that was such a pain in the butt. Because I remember I had to scan one art piece that I did like 4 times into 4 different ways. And then even then, it was just like, why do I go through this? Why am I going through this? Well, I could have just made this smaller. But no, I always want to be the more extravagant person, and I don't even know how to use that word. I'm illiterate. I don't know. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, my point to that is just I feel your pain. You know, scanners can be a pain in the booty when it's not used, when it's not working for you, or if your piece is like too big. Uh, I know that my husband has a scanner here, but it's also a pain in the butt because it's like for some reason it works whenever it wants to. So this is why I don't even I don't even bother with it. I'm just like whatever. If I do a traditional piece, I'll just use my tablet or my phone to take a picture. But there is an app that can scan your pieces. It's just the only thing is that I noticed that the color to the drawings or the illustrations won't be as accurate. But it's pretty good if you're doing just like black and white line work and you just wanna scan it. I think it's good for that. But if it's colors, it won't catch the colors like correctly. That's what I noticed about it. And I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't know if I trust those scanning apps. Why not? I mean, this app is not like it goes onto the internet. This app is literally just it scans it and it'll go directly to your phone and it won't share it out to anyone. I can't remember the name of the app though. Like that's all it is. Like it won't share it out like on the internet. In fact, it keeps it in the so okay, so for example, have you encountered a certain one that you specifically don't like because of the what is it, the terms? Like what were the terms? What would the terms say that you wouldn't agree on? Like, I'm curious to know because this is interesting. I want to know that. I want to know more about that. Is it like do you lose rights to your is it like the quality? It just lowers out the quality, right, of the drawing. This is why I was saying that the colors of the illustrations it won't catch the colors properly because I think it just like it decreases the quality of the drawing. This is why I say if you're gonna just do line work, it works better like if it's black and white, but like if you're just literally trying to transfer the drawing itself into digitally, then that's fine. But I feel like if you're gonna do color, it will decrease the quality of the art piece because you just using the phone camera to scan. Yeah, so that's what I mean, like because you're using the camera to your phone or tablet or whatever, it decreases the quality. That's the only really downfall about it. That's really the downfall of it. Because it's meant more for documents, I guess, not actually drawings. But like I said, if you just not gonna use the original and you just want to transfer it because you want to finish it digitally, it works a lot better. But if you're trying to use that piece like because you said that you made some shades, so I'm assuming you're trying to use the shade to finish it off digitally, if I'm not mistaken. I'd rather use proper scanner. Yep, same, of course, who wouldn't? Like, I'm just giving you that option, but that again, I don't think it would work for your situation because it would probably just decrease the quality of the art piece. And yeah, I think I need some water. I'm like dehydrated right now. This art piece is actually coming a lot better than I thought. Like, it's not perfect, but it's coming out a lot better than I expected, I guess. Question mark. What do you think, Benny? Is it coming out good? Any suggestions for me? I take suggestions. I'm fine with that. I'm kind of like just experimenting. Scanner AOOS. Do they suck? Scanner AOOS? Is that like a brand name? I actually don't know. Believe it or not, I don't know much about scanners like that. The only scanners that I really know are, the typical ones that we have at home, like the HP scanners, and then the ones back in college. Nope, I misspelled. What did you? Apps? Did you mean the apps? Do they suck? I feel like they're not that great, but again, I think they're just good for documents, and they're meant for documents. And if you're gonna use it on drawings, like I think if you're gonna just use the line work and then you're gonna go over it, that's the only way it would work. I don't think I think it'll just decrease the quality of your colors and such. I'm just saying, because like you said earlier, you're gonna be using your camera phone or your tablet, whatever, and it's just gonna decrease the quality. Unless you use something like Lightroom and increase the color, the contrast. I don't know how that would work though. I know it works for pictures, but I don't know how it would work for a drawing. So yeah. So this is what I have so far. I might leave it like that until let it dry, because I know my son is getting a little distressed now. I'm going to add a little bit more detail. And then when I'm finished with all the detail, I'm going to probably put up another video on this, and it's going to be like a speed drawing kind of thing. I don't know. I might do that, or I might do another drawing. I'm thinking of doing the one that you said earlier, what is her name? That browser chick? Browser. The Bowser girl. Like I said, I don't know much about her yet. I just seen so many memes about her, and I'm like, who the heck is this? This is how you know I'm out of the loop. Like, I'm like, is she from Smash? Like Smash Brothers? And then I seen like a meme of like supposedly Bowser made her or whatever. I don't know. It was just not appropriate. When I was reading it, I was like, oh, okay, goodness, what is this? But I will definitely find out more about this character. And yes, I think I am gonna do a fan art of her, because I actually like the way she looks. I like that character, but I feel like, okay, because I've seen this also, but I feel like she fits more into the darker skin tone kind of character. So I might make her a little darker than what she really is, because I feel like a little darker, she might look better. Maybe that's just my opinion, but I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm gonna just leave it as that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the chat. And if you're watching this on a replay, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, Beanie. Bye, everyone.